another episode of Spoken Voices. We hope that everyone's okay. We hope that everyone is doing fine. As you can see, we're doing a Zoom today, and we're in our house, which is not a bad thing. Because what are they doing at the studio?
They're renovating,
Painting.
fixing everything up. Yeah,
Okay.
painting, just the whole works.
But it doesn't stop us because we're like that.
Yes, we're gonna keep going. That's it.
Yep. We have a very special guest today. You've seen him before, and we invited him back on, Mr. James Harris from VA, writer, director. I mean, he's into films. He's into all this good stuff. How you doing, James?
I'm good. Glad to be here.
You look like you on the move, bro.
Always, I try.
Right? Moving and grooving. So what you been up to, man? What's been going on?
COVID had slowed down a lot of stuff, So now I'm in the process of trying to, get back, in the groove and doing things,
So you got a few projects in that you want to start up right now?
Yes. I'm working on this short film that it's a short film, but it's a proof of concept of this feature that I'm hoping I could do one day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the process of filming that. I'm in the process of trying to get that into production.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a few more things. I got a play I'm working on.
Okay.
And a comedy show. I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're doing some stuff there.
Well, right now it's just me. I'm pretty much doing everything solo.
Okay. Don't feel bad. I'm there with you.
Yeah. So like I'm pretty much a one-man crew.
Okay.
In that regards,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
you don't sound yeah, right? It doesn't sound like he's happy with that.
No, that's a lot of work, right?
It is a lot of work, but like I am used to it, so like I can't be late if I'm the only one,
Yeah. Well, but you also are on your own time, though. If you're the only one, you can, do things the way you want to do it when you want to do it. So I guess that's one of the good things about doing it by yourself. But it's a lot of work because even Belle's projects, I'm with her, but she's setting up everything, and I see that it takes a long time to even get started with it. With something, even for just a shoot.
Yeah.
One little thing takes a long time to do.
It does.
Yeah. And even if the shoot is not that long, it's like, wow, you spent more time setting up than it did for the shoot itself.
Yes. And like, that's one thing I realized that a lot of folks who aren't used to that kind of work, they always forget about the stuff that leads into, being on set, like even some people who I worked with in the past, they don't see what goes on before they get to set,
Right.
And, they're thinking, oh, well, we should be done in 2 hours. I'm like, ideally, yes, but there's a lot more stuff that goes on, before we can get those 2 hours,
It takes me 2 hours to set up and I'm by myself.
Yeah.
No, I understand you. Yeah, so when I do the shows, I am by myself. I'm doing the wardrobe behind the live cameras, and I'm also adjusting the cameras. And I'm also adjusting the audio, and I'm also doing the control room, making sure that everything looks good in the projector. It's just so much stuff that we have to do, and plus the graphics.
Yeah.
Just, I'm in this room, and I gotta work. I gotta do it. I gotta pick things up. Thank you, God, that I can learn these things so quickly as because I'm so excited. I love doing this. So the only thing I want to do with my husband is to make sure that he's sitting down on the set, and then I have to run towards him after all the paperwork and everything I have to administer I also have to make sure that I put and adjust the mic on him because sometimes I forget. So I know you say you're working by yourself. What is it that you're doing, as far as trying to keep up with your project? Because for me, and mentally, I get very, how can I say, I get so drained with so much stuff
Mhm.
that I have to work on. And then when I go back to do what I need to do, I gotta, I gotta still stay active because I don't want to fall behind on the project that I really want to do. So, hmm, how are you? I mean, like, how are you making out there in Virginia?
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. You know, having to motivate myself and trying to do things to stay on task and remind myself, okay, because like I do feel like uh, with work and film work, like you always got to find, some you time, and I just got remember I can take a lot of me time, too much me time, because I still gotta, you know, do the other things that I would love, like writing and production stuff, uh, so for me is just trying to find that balance and that motivation, uh to stay on track, stay focused on the things that I
Wonderful.
want to do versus doing the things that feels good to do.
Yep. So I know it's difficult, and we're I don't I hope we're coming out of a difficult we're coming out of this thing
Yeah.
where people feel more comfortable being around other people and not wearing a mask from time to time now and whatnot.
Mhm.
So I hope everything, I hope you can get some people or somebody to at least, when you're ready to go
Mhm.
to help you out a little bit because I would really like to see the stuff that you're doing, and I'd love to see the finished product of you guys because seeing you guys work with Bell down in Virginia, I was so impressed about you guys and how you filmed and how you prepared and and it wasn't a long film, it was a short film, but you guys put so much into it, you know, and I
Yeah.
was really impressed by that. So I want to see you guys keep going. Are you in Virginia Beach or
Norfolk,
oh,
actually.
you're in Norfolk? Okay. So how's things
Yes.
down there, man? Is things opening up a little bit?
Yeah. Things like it feels like nothing ever happened.
Oh,
Folks going back to
you
you
gotta
know.
come to New York.
The,
There's a lot going on down here.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, it's good that it's kind of opened up a little bit because that's going to give you an opening to do and have people more comfortable coming and helping you out.
We're talking in the dark. That's cool. Look how nice and bright we look now.
Yes, you look great.
Did I tell you how you set up everything and look, I forgot to turn the
Mhm.
lights on.
Hmm. Because
I'm the director. I can do this. Whatever.
yes, you can.
Whatever. It's okay.
Yes, you can.
Oh my God. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey. Continue.
I forgot what I was asking now. Oh, I was asking about Virginia opening up and
Yeah.
Yeah.
being a little bit more freer to maneuver around.
We have to remember COVID is here to stay. So
Yep.
it's not gonna go away.
Still some places that still ask you like for big events to
Mhm.
wear the mask, but I think for most part it's you know everyone's open.
Yeah, yeah. But Bella's right. You do need to if you get a chance because I know you guys. You guys are very the directors and stuff are very in tune to what's going on as far as in the industry and theaters and stuff. But we always said that you need to come up and just go to New York for a weekend or something like that and just see because I think Broadway is opened up. I know they had closed it last week for a minute because a few of the actors on stage had caught the new variants of COVID,
Oh,
which
really?
seems to
Wow.
Oh my God.
which seems to change every week.
Yeah, so that means there's
Yeah.
a variant going around.
Yeah. But it's inspirational though. Well, it's
Also,
just being around it.
okay.
Just being around all of that, and Broadway. It's
Yeah,
if you
Yeah.
film, if you're in the industry in any way, shape, and form, that kind of gives you inspiration. Again, it's just maybe it's just me as a New Yorker, but it's alive. Then you come in, and if you get, I always think that if you are a director and you're trying to think of stuff, it almost feels like that would inspire people to go, wow, man. Either I want to be down here, I want to have a play in one of these theaters or something like that, or I want to shoot around here because it's so electric, it's so alive. I always tell anybody who does film, New York is a great place to visit for a few days. I wouldn't live there anymore, but it's a great place. It almost inspires you, I think.
Yeah. Every time we go to New York, I'm always
Yeah.
my camera.
And yeah, my biggest thing, I don't want people to think she's a tourist, or think we're a tourist, because they may try to take advantage. I may have to put in some work.
Whatever.
So
well, you know what? We enjoy ourselves, and I love filming, and it's something that I just, oh my God, it really feels good. But again, I'm happy we're still here, thank you God, and we can still do what we try to keep doing. And I'm just starting and getting myself out there and learning a lot of filming projects regarding to editing and all this crazy stuff that you wonderful directors do. I know this Boricua can do it too. I just gotta be consistent and be focused. So many distractions and stuff like that. So no, I don't have the funds to be able to do other things that I would love to do. But I truly believe if I just stay focused and stay on my desk and do what I need to do, if just learning will not stop you from what you want to do. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
So I know that that you're working on your project and you're doing this by yourself. Question: What how do you find your motivation?
Ooh. How do I find my motivation? Sometimes it's waking up early in the morning and feel like, you know what, I ain't trying to go to work today, you know. Like this is not what I want to do, you know. So that in itself is some of my motivation, like because I don't want to keep waking up 2 o'clock in the morning, go to work, Then also sometimes it's watching movies and seeing different shows and stuff, and just drawing information like this, getting inspired from what I see, and like so that itself makes me want to sit down and write and and try to film, but I think the not wanting to go to work is a big part of
Oh, definitely, because like I said before, it's not any kind of art, any art that you do. It is something outside of the realm of everyday life. It's not getting up, going to work, no matter what your work could be. I mean, you'd be a lawyer, doctor or whatever. If you get the bug, I think the bug of saying I want to do anything, if it's singing, if it's painting, if it's photography, if it is motion pictures, if it is doing short plays or whatever, that's outside of the realm of everyday life for most people. And it's a special person who does that, who's able to do it. So I can dig, saying, well, I'm going to put in 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever into something that's taken me away from what I really want to do, something that's different. And I can imagine that's hard, man. That's got to be hard to say, okay, now it's almost, you're not wasting because you do get paid. You do get paid for it, but it's almost wasting. You got to feel like, oh man, I just wasted 8 hours of my day. I could have been out
Yeah.
filming and whatnot. I could have been at the same, what was it, the James River or whatever.
Yeah.
Filming water. So it must be hard. So I empathize with you guys, man. I really do. That because you could be doing, you're going to do something. I feel that you guys are going to do something really good, and that's the thing that I think all of you guys should be concentrating on and try to kind of pinpoint your objective onto that. And shit is hard. I know you got to go out there and make money.
There's something that I always think about, and sometimes you have to think about blessing your beginnings, because your beginnings is what's going to motivate you and bring you to where you need to go. And sometimes, I look at other celebrities and I look at other directors. They started somewhere. They began somewhere. Sometimes we don't look at that. We have to embrace the beginnings, because the beginnings is what's going to help us to keep going. And when we make it to where we need to make it, the goals and the things that we want to do, there's going to be a day where we can say, wow, I remember where I started from. And some of us don't embrace that. And I'm learning to do that, because the beginning is the hardest. And I look at some, us, the Latinos and the Black community. I would say, again, I'm going back to the Latinos. There's not too many of us filming, directing. I see a few, just a few, who are in production or media. Working on television as anchors, or there's a few of us that we need to understand maybe why we don't have a lot of us out there doing what we need to do. It's not easy, especially for me. So I'm kicking myself in my behind, and I'm saying to myself, oh, I'm going to finish what I started, because I opened up the business, a production studio, Portal Black Domino Effect Production LLC. I opened that up. I'm doing what I can to get out there and do what I have to do. But I need to learn all the tools, and I'm sure you do, because I'm sure you do your editing. I'm just learning editing, and I'm kicking myself, and I'm learning it through YouTube. I don't waste my time going to a school. I don't want to waste my time going to a school, spending 8 hours there when I could be out there filming something. The tools in my hand. So I get excited, and I love those things. So I'm still happy that I still have the television production. Every day I wake up and I say, okay, what I gotta do. No, I'm not producing the funds, but guess what? I'm having the experience of my life, because you never know where this is gonna take me.
True. Because I actually had because I actually had this guy, because I wasn't involved in one of those businesses that get you to do this, sell this and sell that, or buy this, buy that. And they was having this conference out in Tennessee, and guy wanted me to go, but I'm like, I couldn't go because I was doing something with this project I had coming up, and the guy made a comment, is this gonna make money or whatnot? Because this conference is gonna make you money or whatnot. I'm like, I'm not really I'm not in the film business. I mean, of course, we all want to make money, but it wasn't about making the money.
Yes.
This is what I want to do. This is my passion. So that kind of took me off.
But what he said is true though. Those of us, right, who are not doing it, right. I just happen to be an artsy person, right. People who are not don't, again, and people like that will never understand the passion of making something.
Yeah, making a film.
Making something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, as film producers or film directors, we don't only look at the money, but we also want to tell a story.
You create.
You want to create a story.
Yeah. And that's deep to me, for somebody to be able to write a book to write a script, and then to take that script and put it into a vision on screen. That, and a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people just go to the movies. Oh wow, I like that movie, but because of Bell,
it's the whole work behind it.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I've always admired. I told you guys this when you were filming with her. I always admired the fact that somebody can take a script, give it to an actor. Now, the actor is also the person who creates something. They create your vision on screen, but they have to memorize the lines that they have. And I've seen scripts about that big. I could never understand how that person could sit down and memorize their line and be able to put it on screen. And then I realized with you guys and going to the thing and then working with Bell is how the people behind the camera create the atmosphere and everything for the actor to act. And that's creating. It's not selling, it's not doing, it's not whatever. It's creating something, and that's a talent. And I think you guys have talent. I've never, I would be really disappointed if you guys ever stopped doing it.
That's what I mean. Some of us do stop, and that's why maybe, just maybe, some of us Latinos can keep up with the work. I don't know, because I try to figure out why. Why is there not enough of us filming and acting? And
I think there's not enough in our community, period, Black and Latino, people like you guys that push it.
We're not telling a story. That's how I see it.
But we have so many stories to tell.
Yeah.
Life, and it's really funny because for us as Black and Latinos, life for Black and Latinos is different in where we live, up east. A little bit different than it is down in Virginia and further south. Those are stories to be told. Those are things to bring out there. I think the biggest thing is that there's not a lot of people who is in the industry itself, who are established in the industry, that reach out to our community.
Because we people, regular people, we got stories. We got lots of stories. Nobody wants to reach. People just, celebrities are doing their own thing. But
I just feel like people like you and James should be able to reach out to people in the industry already. Tell them what you're trying to do. And if I'm established, if I'm a millionaire, I'm a director, I'm a millionaire, right? I don't need money from you and I don't want to steal anything from you. But if you talk to me and I find that you have a passion to do this work, then I always thought it was incumbent on me because I'm a relatively spiritual person, right? It's my job, it's my obligation to you guys, if I'm already established, to give you resources where you can also do what I've done, especially if you look like me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to do, in order, let's say if I'm a director and someone's going to come to me, I want to see your work. I want to see, okay, let me see your work. So therefore, this is why I want to get this project done so that I can throw it out there at number one, my hometown, Harlem. I want to go to, that's my goal, to go to Harlem International Film Festival. And I'll just shoot it out there, and see what happens. But that's the only way people want to see your work.
See, but James, see if you agree with me on this, right? If you come to me, right, or if someone would come to you, you're established, you've done your Hollywood thing and whatnot, you've got a couple of films and plays under your belt. If you come to me and you don't have something you can show me, but if you sit in my office and tell me what your vision is, wouldn't that be even, and you see the passion in this person that's telling you what they want to do, wouldn't that move you too? Or no?
Yeah.
I honestly I probably had to go with more with Bell in this one. Because I have in my personal experience, I have that with a lot of people who were like that, like, I got this idea, the story, I get the story, but when it comes time to do it, I'm the one who always ends up doing the most of the work.
Okay.
You know, like I think passion is good, but you also have to drive.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know, so I feel like you do need something to show. You know that you can that I mean that you are driven just as much as you're passionate about it. You know, so I do
Mhm.
feel like you do need that.
I just feel like we're
That
such at such a disadvantage because we
Mhm.
don't have a lot of us out here don't have the resources
Yeah,
to film. I know everybody got a phone and whatnot, and then people say that now. Heard so many people said you don't need a camera, you don't need a big time camera. Use your phone. This is one of the best cameras in the world, you know. But I feel like we don't have the resources to present ourselves and stuff with
that's true
or
too.
present somebody. But here, this is what I got. We're lucky,
Mhm.
you know. You're lucky, and I think than most because you do have the camera
Yeah, I think that
and
we're
stuff.
more advanced
Yeah.
than, of course, back in the 60s and 70s. So to be honest, we don't have no excuses at all. So, again, how it is because I saw how how you guys put your camera, the whole production, the crew, and of course the extra. I give props to them. I really do because I truly believe if it wasn't for the extras, there would be no movies. Because I mean, I'm just saying, this is my opinion. Because the extras are the ones that make the movie look good. That's what I believe in. And some of, and I'll put it out there. And because I was once, I've worked as an extra for 5 years. And I really don't think that they get appreciated for the work that they do. So that's how I feel. Anyway, as I said. But definitely we're gonna continue reaching out to you and just keep doing you motivate yourself. Hey, get out, do what you do, filming. You don't need nobody. Yo, call me and let's do a film. Zoom, what, a Zoom
Zoom,
movie.
Zoom.
I got ideas, so whatever.
You got to let us know how you're progressing because it's been years and we haven't forgotten you, as you can see, and you let us know how you're progressing, and you're going to get it done. It may take longer than some, but shorter
Yeah,
than others and whatnot. And we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you taking the time out of your morning because I know, did you work last night?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I did.
appreciate the fact that you took the time
Time, yes.
to come. And like as always, as I tell the audience and whatnot, man makes plans, God smiles. And we appreciate you guys for watching. And we want you guys to support the people that are out here trying to do something different, something out of the norm, 9 to 5 and stuff like that. And we appreciate all those people who entertain us, who take us to different places, and to get us away from the normal drudgery of our lives. And again, thank you so much for joining us on Spoken Voices. Have a good one.